Every one of them have to pay for the evil that they did to us all them hundreds of years. All them thousands of years, because we was in slavery, in and out of slavery all the time. He said every one of them is going to pay. The Moabites going to pay. The Ammonites going to pay. The Ishmaelites going to pay. The Hamites going to pay. All of them going to pay. Not one of them getting away. He said all of them got to pay for what they did to us. Come on.
And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil.
They spoiled us and took all our resources, our riches, our menorah, our all the treasure we had in Jerusalem when Babylon came and took everything away. He said all of them got to give it back. All of them going to have to line up and bring everything back to us. Come on.
And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
So everybody who preyed on us, God said, I'm going to give them for a prey.
That's right.
Go back. Hey, shalom, shalom. What's up, Christ? Bless everybody. Got everybody made it. Who's up there? Let me see who's up there. Put up the IUIC website. Put up the IUIC website. Right there. The IUIC website, right? I was asking brothers the other day, how many brothers really go up there? And I want brothers to be honest, you know. The website is very important for y'all to go to. Try to get this information in a lot of these classes, whatever classes you could. A lot of things in this website, y'all got to be able to download it if you can. Because there's going to come a day where they wipe all this off. And you ain't going to be able to go up there and get all these classes. Like when I came in, we didn't have all these classes. So that's why the way we study was a whole different, you know what I mean, dynamic, the way we study. And we retain more because we couldn't just go up there and punch IUIC holidays or, you know, Thanksgiving or Christmas or January 1st, and all of a sudden all these slew of classes to pop up. We ain't have it like that, you understand? We got classes and held like damn 10 to 12 people and you got kicked off. That was it. Somebody else is jumping on and they get kicked off. Somebody else is coming on. So it wasn't easy back then, you know? But now is put it back up. Who told you put it back up? You have a slew of information coming out on these. You got right here about IUIC, learn about the truth, the holy days, the pagan holidays, the daughters of Sarah, the ministry, family events, TJJ. You got music shop, contact IUIC up top, find a school near you. You got the IUIC TV, the welcome home package, and you got the camp flyers up there. And the most important part, that donation online button, you know what I'm saying? So that's people in the world who say, you know, like we be at camp sometime and people try to give us money. They say, no, we don't accept your money. Just go online and go to the donate part. But y'all gotta know where it's at. If y'all don't know where it's at, how you gonna direct somebody to it? You understand? So we gotta get more equipped understanding our website. You understand? If you're a part of IUIC, if you ain't in here spying, if you really a part of IUIC, you got to get equipped with the website. You understand? You got to be a part of the website and know this website. Now, if you ain't spying, you don't care nothing about the website, but that's between you and the Lord. Well, if you in here and you with IUIC and you serving the Lord in sincerity and you loyal to the Lord and you love this truth, you got to get comfortable with the website. So we're going to go to the learn the truth. We're going to go under learn the truth. Now, under learn the truth, you got all these different how to repent, the 12 tribes of Israel, who are the Israelites today, the commandments, brief Israelite history, the two kingdoms of Israel, the Messiah revealed, the biblical image of Christ, our image is wrong, the hem of his garment, the biblical Christians, you got the name, the true name, baptism, Deuteronomy 28 project, and you have the hidden history books. So that's a lot of information. All right, that's a lot of information. A lot of people don't even go up there. Y'all too, it's so much information going on, y'all don't even think about going up there. I just want the deep classes. I want the classes, them deep classes that seem like real mysteries, and I want to know the secrets of the Bible. But the simple things in the Bible are going to get you the kingdom. The simple things are going to get you salvation.
Right.
You just knowing these things right here, that's the most important part of the Bible. Everything else is good. Prophecies is great. You understand? History is great. But knowing our people and having all this information is a whole different dynamic of learning this truth. You understand? Go to the 12 tribes of Israel. So you got the 12 tribes right there, breakdown. All 12 tribes, the bishop himself, the other bishop, deacons, they took their time in putting this together so we can have all this information. And like I said, a lot of brothers take it for granted. They don't even go up there and try to learn it. You understand? Every high holy day come around, y'all supposed to be on that learning it. Every week y'all should be going through a different tribe learning it. You understand? What you occupy it. You can't keep up with everything, y'all. Y'all trying to get every little thing to come out. Y'all ain't gonna keep up with everything. There's too much information coming out. You got the daily bread. You got the giving of sins, A to Z. You got 15 minutes with the captains. The regular Sabbath classes. You got all the radio shows on Friday, Sunday. You got radio shows. You ain't gonna get everything, and it's not time to be playing. Me, I don't like to play. I don't play. I'm not comfortable being in this place. I'm talking about in this world right here, this evil that's in this world. I'm not comfortable being in this place. I don't have time to play. You understand? My focus on how we going to get these men to understand how to study better, how to keep themselves out of wickedness and sin, how they got to work on themselves. You understand? How they going to be able to get example to show the next man how to get himself together. That's the most important part of this truth. Not knowing you know all these deep scriptures, but you lost in building your brothers up. You lost in getting yourself together. You lost in even connecting and communicating and calling brothers on the regular like you're supposed to. You understand? So I ain't got time to play. You know, y'all know me. I don't have time for that. My focus is on building y'all spirits up and helping y'all understand how to get to this information here and insert your mind, insert your spirit with these things, because this is what you need. Because if somebody walk up to you and say they from the tribe of Naphtali, they from the tribe of Dan, Reuben, how are you going to break it down to them? They say, well, I'm from the tribe of Reuben. And you say, you say, yo, what tribe you from, bro? You know you're Israelite? Yeah, I'm from the tribe of Reuben. What you going to tell them? You just an Israelite? Damn. No, you got to go in there and show them through the Bible prophecies how they are that tribe. You know what I mean? And what happened to them as that tribe. They're from the nation of Israel, but they're from the tribe of Naphtali, Asher, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, whatever tribe they're from, you got to go in there and show them that God prophesied about where they're going to be at in their last days and how maybe the resources they were going to have in their land, how they was going to act in their land, the things they're going to be doing, and that's how they become them people. Go to Gad, touch Gad. Let's go to Gad. Since Thanksgiving is right here, you understand? Because y'all tell people don't celebrate Thanksgiving, right? But what is it about? What's Thanksgiving about, Jericho?
Yes, sir. Shalom, Cap.
Shalom.
Thanksgiving is about the slaughter of the Native American Indians. It's the white man came over here and promised things to them and broke treaties and diseased them and raped them and robbed them of their land and goods.
You're 100% right, but how they slaughtered them?
Smallpox, wars, all types of different things, sir.
And that's what you got to go in there and show them through the prophecy what's going to happen, what was going to happen to them. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And how they don't put, how those people that we say they are according to the Bible. So you're 100% right. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
You're 100% right in what you're saying, but now we got to go in the Bible and be able to show them. Because I can tell you from the tribe of Gad. Now, you telling me ain't enough. You got to show me something to make me believe it. You understand? That's what going back to that Romans 10 and 14. How they gonna believe? You understand? How they gonna believe? We got to show them in the Bible their history. We got to show them in the Bible what happened to them on who they are in the Bible. So this information been sitting here. Y'all, as up and coming leaders and up and coming teachers, y'all got to learn these things. Y'all ain't in here to just be professional students or you know a little more scriptures than another brother and you think you better than him. That ain't the mindset we supposed to have. We supposed to learn this so we could give it to the people who's out there and they don't understand it, all right?
That's right.
So read that.
The tribe of Gad in the Bible.
Gad was the seventh born son of Jacob. His name means troop. The word Indian comes from the Latin word
Oh, his name mean what?
troop.
Gad name means troop. It means troop. Come on.
The word Indian comes from the Latin word indio, meaning slave.
So y'all knew that? Did y'all know that already? That Indian means slave or servant. When they call you West Indian, they call you a Western slave, like the Caribbean islands. And Benjamin, they call them West Indians. Over here, they call them Native American Indians. So they say they Native American slave, or they West Indian slaves. You understand? Come on.
They migrated to the Americas around 536 BC during the Persian captivity.
So when they let us out from Assyria, they broke out, and they all came together, and they say they're going to come to this side of the world where man never lived. You understand? Give me that in Genesis 49:1.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
So he said, gather yourself together. I'm going to give you this prophecy about what's going to happen to y'all in the last days. Because why he had to get at us? Why you think he had to get that to us? Uriah.
Our forefather Jacob, he gave that to us so that we could identify who we were when we were going to be put into captivity.
Yes, all praises. But we got to identify ourselves in these last days after slavery, 100%.
Yep.
Come on. What you say? They ain't subscribed yet. So what I'm doing all this teaching for, nobody's subscribing to the page. It's time for you to subscribe. Subscribe to IUIC Los Angeles page. Get up on the latest scriptures, the latest news, the things we bringing out, because it's here for you. All right?
Verse 2. Gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father.
He said, listen to what I'm going to tell y'all, because in the last days, y'all going to have to go back and identify who you are by these prophecies I'm giving you today. You understand? That's what he was telling them. You're going to have to go back and identify yourselves with these prophecies I'm giving you that day. And I go back to Malachi 4 and 5. The heart of the father is going to return to the children, and the heart of the children will return to the fathers. Because these men right here, that's who he's talking to. He's talking to them men like that. That's how their kids going to know who they are today. You understand? Out of them 12 tribes. Come on.
Verse 19.
Yes.
Gad, a troop shall overcome him.
So he said, a troop shall overcome him. Go read that. Read off the.
Okay, yes, sir. Gad, a troop shall overcome him. The troop that overcame the tribe of Gad was the United States Cavalry.
That was the troop. Andrew Jackson and the crew. Come on.
The war began with the landing on Plymouth Rock in 1620.
And that happened on the East Coast, you understand? That Plymouth Rock. Remember, even Malcolm X said that. Plymouth Rock ain't, he said, I ain't landing on, I ain't on a Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on me. He said that statement years ago. Come on.
And ended at the Battle of Wounded Knee.
So Wounded Knee, Captain Gad and Captain Abiel and some other, I think Officer Isaiah and some more men went up there and they had like an 8-mile walk with the Gadites. You understand? Up there where the Wounded Knee happened at in 1890. So brothers went up there the beginning of this year, earlier this year, and they had an 8-mile walk with the Gadites up there. Come on.
Within these 200 years, the so-called white man has murdered well over 77 million Indians.
And you know them numbers is way higher than that, because they murdered them from the East Coast to the West Coast, from the North to the South. Gad, listen, you had over 500 nations of Gadites here. You understand? Gadites and Reuben. The tribe of Reuben and Gadites. You had over, I got a book, I should have bring that book. And look up that book and put it up if you can, in front of it. It's called 500 Nations. 500 Indian Nations or something like that. 500 Nations or 500 Indian Nations. But that's a good book. That's a good book. And it got a lot of information how they got slaughtered. They gave them disease. They never kept one treaty. They had over 500 treaties with them and never kept not one. Yep, that's the book right there. That's it. Put it up there. This is the book right here. Over 500 nations. They had over 500 nations of Gadites here. You understand? In America. and they overcame all of them. All of them, they slaughtered and overcame all of them. So go back. If you can, y'all try to get that book. Go back to Gad. Yep.
They murdered countless.
Put it a little bigger for him. You know my brother don't want to go get his glasses like he's supposed to, so we got to make sure he see. Come on, you said over 77 million Indians, way over 77 million Indians they murdered. Come on.
They murdered countless men, women, and children to occupy stolen lands and establish church and state.
Now, hold that. You know what I'm thinking about now? That's it just hit my spirit when you said that. Get that get that Deuteronomy 28 and 49. Get that Deuteronomy 28, 49.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
So they came from the ends of the earth as swift as the eagle. Come on.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
So when they came over, they brung Gadites with them. They brung Hebrews with them. They brung other Hebrews with them on the boat. The conquistadors, they bring Hebrew slaves with them on the boat for they could be able to talk to the Gadites over here or communicate with the Gadites over here, with the brothers who was in Hispaniola on the Caribbean islands. They brung translators with them, you understand, or interpreters with them who spoke Hebrew to talk to the Gadites or the brothers in Hispaniola when they hit them islands. Come on.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old.
See, they ain't care about the person of the old.
Nor show favor to the young.
And they ain't give a damn about the young. You understand? They came and conquered everything. They ain't give a damn about the old or the young. So go back, put that back up.
But he shall overcome at the last.
So they overcame him. They overcame them, but he said who? Gad. The tribe of Gad is going to overcome at the last. Come on.
The tribe of Gad shall overcome America and all the nations with the second coming of the nation of Israel's Messiah, Jesus Christ.
That black man, the black Messiah, Jesus Christ. Not
right.
that white dead-haired demon. We talking about the real Christ, the black man. When he returned, Gad going to overcome them nations. The Most High, listen, we might have forgot. We might have wanted to have mercy on them. We might have wanted to have, give me that. I ain't have this written down. It's going to be hard for me to get to the second part. Because, I start getting sparked up. Give me Jeremiah 30 and 16. None of them, listen, all of them going to have to pay. Because we easy to forgive. Israel want to forgive. Israel want to be nice. Israel want to forgive. Israel want to love. Israel want to hug. Israel want to have mercy on everybody who did us dirty. The Lord said, nah.
The hell is this?
I don't forget. I don't forget. And look what he said here. Get that 30 and 16.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee.
All them that devour Gad. All them that devour Gad and Reuben and all the 12 tribes, come on.
Shall be devoured.
They're going to be devoured. That's why he said they shall overcome in the end. That's what he just said. They shall overcome in the end. They're going to be devoured. Come on.
And all thine adversaries.
Who?
All thine adversaries.
He said, and all thine adversaries. All our adversaries, come on.
Every one of them.
No.
Only
80%.
Every one of
90.
them. Every one.
95.
Every one.
99.
Every one.
God said every single one of them that massacred us, killed us, and did us dirty, every single one of them, what?
Shall go into captivity.
Every one of them going to go to a captivity. Every one of them have to pay for the evil that they did to us all over all them hundreds of years. All them thousands of years, because we was in slavery, in and out of slavery all the time. He said every one of them is going to pay. The Moabites going to pay. The Ammonites going to pay. The Ishmaelites going to pay. The Hamites going to pay. All of them going to pay. Not one of them getting away. He said all of them got to pay for what they did to us. Come on.
And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil.
They spoiled us and took all our resources, our riches, our menorah, our all the treasure we had in Jerusalem when Babylon came and took everything away. He said, all of them got to give it back. All of them going to have to line up and bring everything back to us. Come on.
And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
So everybody who prayed on us, God said, I'm going to give them for a prey.
That's right.
Go back. Go back up there, read that. He said, start from the bold letters again.
But he shall overcome at the last. The tribe of Gad shall overcome America and all the nations with the second coming of the nation of Israel's Messiah, Jesus Christ.
And he already warned us what's going to happen when he get back. He said, every one of them going in captivity. Come on.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 26. And he of the Israelites that overcometh and keepeth my works, commandments, unto the end, second coming of Christ, to him will I give power over the nations.
So Gad gonna have power over the nation. Reuben gonna have power over the nation. Simeon, Manasseh, Ephraim, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, all of us, Asher, Naphtali, all of us gonna have power over these nations. Come on.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
So he said he shall rule them with a rod of iron. Come on.
As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father.
Even as he received of the Father. Go ahead, read that.
Verse 28.
No, read that, 33.
Deuteronomy chapter 33 and verse 1. And this is the blessing wherewith Moses, the man of God, blessed the children of Israel before his death.
So Moses prophesied to the Israelites before he died. Move it up where you can see it. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 33 and verse 20. And of Gad he said, blessed be he that enlargeth Gad. The Most High God enlarged the tribe of Gad with many sons and daughters, despite the genocide the U.S. cavalry committed against them. There are over 300 so-called Indian nations that make up the tribe of Gad.
Over 300, but it's over 500. You understand? It's over 500. Remember, you had Reuben too. Reuben was so-called like the black Indians. You understand? Reuben, they had Reubenites too, the Seminole Indians. Come on.
He dwelleth as lion, meaning
He said he what?
he dwelleth as lion.
So why, Daniel? They say he dwelleth as a lion.
Let's go.
Why do they say he dwell as a lion? I'm talking about the tribe of Gad. Why he dwell as a lion?
It says he dwell as a lion because the war paint he used to use on his face to make him look like a lion.
100%. He put all the war paint on. He was killing. Gad was bad, man. They couldn't take Gad out by themselves. Who they had to call in? They couldn't take Gad out. Who they had to call in?
They had to use the American black or Judah. They had to use their Issachar also in order to.
But what they called them? That's the part you're missing. What they called them?
Buffalo soldiers?
Yes. It don't sound like you guessing. Be strong and wrong. You're right, but be strong and wrong.
Let's go.
It was the Buffalo Soldiers. They called them Buffalo Soldiers.
Come on.
It was Judah, Benjamin, and Issachar. They had to use us to help conquer Gad because Gad was not going down. Gad was killing them left and right. Gad was running fast. Gad was all hiding, shooting them in the neck with all type of darts and all that. Gad was taking them out. So they had to turn around. The Buffalo Soldiers they had to get. You understand? To get together. And they try to take out, they had to use them to take out Gad, but they had to create the Gatling gun. They had to create the Gatling gun. Andrew Jackson and the cavalry created that Gatling gun. When you spin it, you keep shooting because they couldn't take Gad out with them guns they had. Gad was too fast. Gad was moving too quick, so they had to come up with that Gatling gun that could spray a whole forest down in seconds, you know? They had to put that up. They had to come out with this to fight against Gad, that Gatling gun. And that's how they had to try to take Gad out. So go back. I had a second part of the class doing with something else, but it's going to be hard to get through that. But we're going to try. Come on.
He dwelleth as lion, meaning they dwelled upon the land like predators, and their nature is like a lion, very fearsome, and teareth the arm. The North American
What's the tear of the arm?
They used to do the blood pact.
Yes, they cut hands and make agreements.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One tribe was making agreement with another tribe. One, like the Cherokees, was making agreements with the Blackfoots. You understand? Like Coyotes was making agreements with the other one. So they rip their hand and they shake their hand and make that agreement. Come on.
With the crown of the head.
Oh, raise that again from the and tear the arm.
And teareth the arm. The North American Indians have become well known for the custom of making a blood brother pact by cutting their arms.
And that's how they made agreements. That's how they made covenants with each other. Come on.
With the crown of the head.
Get a picture of that crown on the head right here reading.
Represents the crown of feathers the Indians wore.
So like the Gadites wore one style of headgear, and Reuben wore another style of headgear. You understand? The Gad had the long one, and Reuben's had the shorter one with the big, like one big feather in it. But Gad wore the big ones. You understand? So they had different crowns that they wore.
And this is the blessing wherewith Moses, the man of God, blessed the children of Israel before his death.
Yeah, he blessed them by letting them know the future prophecy was going to happen to them. That's us knowing. How would you know who you are today without this history being told to you? That's the blessing. He told them everything they was going to have, what they was going to go through. Like some places, like he told them their land was going to be blessed with oil or coffee or fruits and vegetables, whatever. He was just letting us know what was going to happen to us in these last days. That's a blessing. For somebody to tell you something before it happened, you don't see that as a blessing? I'm telling you what's going to happen before it happened. That's a blessing. His father said, their father said the same thing. He said, gather yourselves together, for I may tell you what's going to happen in the last days. Moses is saying the same thing, but in a different way. You understand? So that's the head wrap right there. That Gad wore that. Gad wore the big head wraps and things like that. But Reuben wore the smaller ones with the feathers sticking out. They wore the smaller crowns, but Gad had the bigger crowns. Go back. So come on.
With the crown of the head represents the crown of feathers the Indians wore. The custom of the blood brother pact was generally done with one who wore the unusual crown of feathers, the war bonnet, to be accepted into the tribe.
So that's what the chiefs were wearing that. You understand? They're the ones that had that. Everybody ain't just wear that big crown like that. You had to be the chief to wear that. Come on.
And he provided the first part for himself.
So what's the first part? Come on.
So the first part is the best part.
The best part. The first part is the best part. Come on.
The tribe of Gad took the best part of the Americas for himself. North America is the third largest continent in the world.
So the best part is America, because remember, some of the tribes went to the Caribbean islands. Some went to Hispaniola, some went to Jamaica, some went to Trinidad and all these other places. Then even in America, you had Northern Kingdom ran this side, the West Coast. The West Coast of America was part of Mexico, so-called Mexico. So they had that part, you know what I'm saying? But Gad took the best part. That was the biggest part of America. Come on.
This is the part that Christopher Columbus was searching for and called it the mainland. Because there, in a portion of the lawgiver, was he seated.
So there was a portion of the lawgiver. Let's read that. Go ahead. It's going to explain it. Go ahead.
Because there, in a portion of the lawgiver, was he seated. The tribe of Gad acted as the priests, lawgivers, during the migration to the Americas.
So on their way to the Americas, Gad was holding the office. Remember, no Levi was with him. So Gad was holding the office of the lawgivers. Right. That Levi used to run. When they came from Assyria, when they let us free, when the 10 tribes left, the bulk of them, all of them ain't leave, but the bulk of them, when they left, Gad said that we're going to be the lawgivers. We're going to want to keep the laws when we get to that new land. We're going to be the ones to help teach everybody how to keep the laws in that new land.
That's right.
Come on.
And he came with the heads of the people. He executed the justice of the Lord and his judgments with Israel.
So on.
During the migration, the heads of the people was the tribe of Ephraim and Manasseh.
So they was leading it. Ephraim and Manasseh were leading all the other tribes on their way over here. But Gad say, I'm gonna be the lawgiver. I'm going to be the one who keep the Lord's statute commandments, teach the Lord's statute commandments, and execute judgment amongst these tribes. Come on.
Read Deuteronomy 33:17. Gad executed justice and judgment amongst the 10 tribes of Israel that migrated to the Americas.
So that's why I said we got to learn this. This is a lot of information. We just start reading. You know how much information in here that brothers don't go to and look up and learn what happened to Gad, who Gad was, what happened to Reuben, what happened to Judah, what happened to, the rest of the 12 tribes. Come on.
1 Chronicles chapter 12 and verse 8.
Let's go.
And of the Gadites there separated unto David into the whole to the wilderness men of might and men of war fit for the battle.
Fit for the battle, come on.
They could handle shield and buckler, whose faces were like the faces of lions.
Come on.
The North American Indians had fearsome faces like lions because they wore war paint every time they went out to battle. And were as swift as the deers upon the mountains.
They faster than them deers. You know how them deers be running fast and they be ducking and dodging? Gad was the same way.
Right.
Gad was running just like them deers. You know how the animal after the deer be ducking and going different ways and stopping? Gad was the same way. Come on.
The North American Indians were noted for being swift and elusive runners, to the point the U.S. cavalry tricked other Israelites, Apaches, Buffalo Soldiers, etc., to aid them in capturing many Indian nations.
They ain't tricked them, they forced them. They forced them, come on.
Along with the creation of the lethal Gatling gun, which rendered the bows and arrows of Indians practically useless.
So they shooting bows and arrows, but they shooting them Gatling guns. They can't stand against that. The Most High put that spirit on them, because remember, all of us had to be conquered. All 12 tribes had to go down together. Not together, but all 12 tribes had to go down, suffer together, and then he's going to bring us back together in the end, like he's doing now in these last days. But let me tell you something. You got to think about Gad, right? Gad, these guys were so bad that when they ride a horse, they ain't use that bitch. You know how people put bits in the horse and try to direct the horse? They grab the horse by his hair and just ride. They just riding. While they riding on the horse, they just shooting arrows. While they riding with the horse, them and the horse in one spirit. Imagine you riding the horse and you pulling that thing. Whoop, whoop,
Right.
whoop. I'm talking about you riding top speed and you hitting people. You hitting these guys. You know what I'm saying? Shalom.
What you said when they said the horse and the rider was in one spirit.
Yeah, they was in one spirit.
Like Avatar. You ever seen Avatar? Where they,
No, I ain't see that. I seen some of it. I ain't see that.
They kind of like connected to it, and they didn't need a bit.
And that's where they get it from.
Yeah.
We reading, you're 100% right, but that's where they get it from. Our brothers, the Gadites. Because the Gad ain't need no harness or they ain't need no bits and nothing. Gad just get on the horse and run, grab his head, jump up there and start rolling. And I'm talking about he running top speed and he's shooting people with arrows. Gad was bad, man. Gad ain't nothing to play with, man. When you see him today, I'm telling you, when you see him today, when I see him today, it gets sad a little when you see the condition they in. I'll go over there, I went in New Mexico, and I was looking at the reservations, terrible. You understand? Phoenix, you go out there, reservations, terrible. I didn't even know they had a lot of reservations right here in California. I looked it up. I think they got over 100 reservations here in California. Gad is bad. Put that picture up. Gad ain't nothing to play with. Gad was scalping people. Now, the Moabite in there, but Gad was bad. That's all I want. I don't want to see that damn Moabite. Come on. Put it back.
1 Chronicles chapter 5, verse 18. The sons of Reuben and the Gadites and the half-tribe of Manasseh, of valiant men able to bear buckler and sword and to shoot with bow, and were skillful.
What?
And were skillful.
And they was what?
Skillful.
Skillful. They was skillful. Come on.
In war.
In war. In war. Them guys, I'm telling you, them guys were nothing to play with. They were skillful in war. That's why they had to create that Gatling gun. Right. They had to create that gun to spray everything down in a second. That's the only way you're going to catch Gad. They were skillful in war. Come on. Hey, think about it. Gad up there on the hill, right? And you got a bunch of trees and bushes and all that, and Gad just hitting you.
Come on.
You can't even see him. You say, where he at? You can't even see him to really shoot him. But when they created that Gatling gun, you're just spraying down everything up there. You just spray and just spray thousands of bullets in seconds. You understand? So Gad couldn't get away from that. The Most High had created, I say the Most High, we know Satan did it, but the Most High had to conquer all 12 tribes. You understand? We had to suffer together for he could bring us back together for the prophecies could be fulfilled in these last days. You understand? Come on.
Bibliography. Stolen Continents by Ronald Wright.
I got that book too, Stolen Continents.
Page 235. It appeared that his hands and feet were torn by iron nails. Then said the man, they slew me. So I have gone home to shut the doors of heaven that they may not see me again until the earth passes away. Now it is rumored that you, handsome lake, are but a talker with spirits. Now it is true that I am spirit of him who was murdered. Now tell your people that they will become lost when they follow the ways of the white man. So Christ himself warned against Christianity. Shalom.
So Christ himself warned against Christianity. Read that bottom part. Lift it up.
Which tribe are you? Read and learn more.
So you got to find your tribe and read and learn more. And look into the tribes of your brothers. So when you run across your brothers, you can be able to explain to them what happened, who they are, what happened, and how they get in condition. You understand? Because I know today even a lot of Gadites, some of them are just drunks. You understand? They running around just drunk. You see them out there, they all sitting around, they all drunk, and they have that spirit they had of the warrior spirit, you don't see it in them no more. The warrior spirit is gone. And today you got a lot of $5 Indians, you understand? A lot of Edomites, and they say, you see them at the powwows and all these things, they say they're Indians. They're not. The ones who own the souvenir stores out there where Gad live at, you think that Gad running the store? That's Esau, pretending to be Gad. But God said he's going to separate the wheat from the tare. You understand?
That's right.
He's going to separate the wheat from the tare in that day. Esau blended in and acting like they Gad today. That was some evilness there. Y'all got to see it. Put that up where they can see it. Go see it. They might be on Netflix today. I don't know. It was out a while ago. It should be on Netflix by now. But that was some evil crap they did, taking the land from the Gadites, robbing them for their land, you know, killing them, and killing them for their land. So get chance, look all these things up, all right? All these holidays are about destruction of our people and deities they want you to worship. Other gods they trying to get you to follow. Christmas got nothing to do with us. New Year's ain't got nothing to do with us. Valentine's Day, all these fake holidays they got have nothing to do with us. So we got to learn how to teach the true history of our people and what happened to us, and what real holy days that we're supposed to be keeping in these last days. We got to be able to show the difference. Holiday with an I, holy day with a Y. We supposed to be following holy days, not holidays. Some of y'all going to sneak, try to chill with the family, try to eat some type of food later, or try to get some food Sunday from them. Nah, leave it alone. It ain't working, man.
No.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And stand still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.